why I really got this camera is like, look. And she was like, don't even say that. You trying to fuck a girl on this shit, ain't you? And I was like, yeah.
I mean, did she seem like she wanted to volunteer?
Cameras.
Hey, I don't know if she wanted to volunteer, and I don't even want to talk about it too much because if this person sees it, which she's actually a viewer of our show, she would know exactly what I'm talking about. And no, I don't think that she would volunteer. And no,
okay, my fault. Didn't know.
That's completely professional.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? Luckily, I didn't drink too much. If I drank more, maybe I would have, really fucking just got out of hand. It said some shit that I really didn't mean.
He meant it.
Yo, shut the fuck up, man. Do you mean it when you say I love you to your boyfriend every night?
Really?
I didn't say anything this episode. That was something all him.
No, because you would have co-signed to it a little bit.
All we're gonna say is this.
Maybe.
All that we know is that you're
you're
the butt boy of every joke. This is all we know.
No.
That's all we know.
No.
You're gangsterlicious, apparently.
Shit.
Okay, yeah, you're right. You're not gangster. But we'll leave delicious there.
See what I'm talking about? I knew your co-sign would come.
Oh, so what is he, Rick Rawson?
Oh, no.
I don't know. We'll come up with a name for him later.
Yeah, but I guess this is what the fuck we got to deal with, and it's still going strong, apparently. So, yes. But anyway, we're talking about the Grammys. What's your opinion on the Grammys? Because we wanted to talk about technology, and I wanted to celebrate it with my fucking new camera that I got, but it ain't acting right, you know what I'm saying? Like some dumb chick that...
Acting all stuck up and stuff.
Acting all stuck up and shit.
Bougie.
So we're going to kind of freestyle this whole thing.
Well, let's start off with the Grammys, or how... We're going to call it the White Tears segment real quick. For the people that don't understand what he's talking about, they automatically assume he's talking about one thing when he's not. If they actually listened or read the lyrics, they can see what he's saying. But they're saying, like, the whole thing with Beyonce. Oh, they're saying they're against cops and kill cops. No.
First of all, that fucking song. See, the thing about it is that the video didn't even, or the Super Bowl performance didn't even really reflect
anything
what
like
was
that.
being said in the song.
It's because
the song didn't even really match. Like, it was like the imagery of the video and the imagery of the performance itself, where all of that stuff kind of came out. To me,
it was super.
It was like another uplifting woman song. That's pretty much what it was when I heard it. I didn't hear like much about,
Well, they say she paid tribute to the Black Panthers, and they felt like it was too pro-black and.
Who you talking about? Beyonce, right?
Yeah, Beyonce.
She looked more like Michael Jackson than she did anything.
Exactly, because that's what somebody said. Because they were like, "Well, she had the bullets across her shit." And it's like, no, she was replicating Michael Jackson because they were paying homage to a lot of the great Super Bowl performances.
Right.
So
but the girls behind her were dressed as Black Panthers.
I mean, I've seen a lot of girls dressed in black.
But I want to say she, I don't know if she commented on it. Do you? I want to say she did comment, but I don't remember. Because right now the police are saying.
We talking about Beyonce?
Yeah. They're saying we're not going to provide protection at any of your shows unless you apologize. They seriously said that. They're like, really? So y'all will protect the KKK when they're doing their freedom of speech of hate with no problem.
You gotta understand something.
But she come out there with some
anything that is meant to uplift and show positive outcomes is going to be demonized as being hateful due to the fact that they don't want people to learn.
That's true, because it's
every single time, like
that they're passing out.
Why people are calling the Black Panthers a terrorist organization?
Like the KKK.
Because the thing is,
all I know is this, man. ISIS ain't never give me no motherfucking fucking breakfast. Yeah. Like the fucking Panthers did with the kids back in the day.
That's a good point. Wasn't WIC started by the Black Panthers, by the way, and it's still continued to be used today? If I remember correctly. But they're a terrorist organization.
I almost kind of wish that they didn't invent WIC because I stay in the line behind somebody that don't know the fucking proper products to buy with their WIC shit.
No, they do. They know. They just want to see if they can get away with something. Yeah,
I was trying to be modest, but either way, they taking up my motherfucking time.
I worked at a grocery store for 2 years bagging groceries when I was coming up, and these people, I saw them coming here every month, and they buy the same shit and you be like, that's not going to go through.
They should really just have a dedicated wick line.
Dog, I would have.
Like,
I
you
would
should
have
only be in this line.
I would have a cart of.
I'm sorry.
Items.
We should segregate the wick people from everybody else.
You're a jerk because now you're singling them out in front of everybody in the store.
They single themselves out from everybody.
Look, you come in here with the wick joint,
like,
and you only got $5.
You know you cannot buy.
You're not gonna buy. You know you're not gonna get the high price ice cream on wick.
No, but they do.
You're gonna get the generic brand.
No,
joint.
but they do dumb shit like, motherfucker, you can't buy coconut oil with your fucking wick, okay? You better get that Crisco or less, motherfucker. Don't even try it.
Not even Crisco. You get the generic, super generic brand. You know, the store brand.
Essentials.
Oh yeah. Exactly.
So that might pass mustard, but
but of course, I'm shedding light on this, but but that was definitely a great accomplishment, and that's what I want people to to explain to me. What actually makes them a terrorist organization? Because of the fact that they would actually be armed, out in public, and they would tell the police, if you did anything to us, we would shoot you. And why was that? Because because they were trying to police the police.
But case in point, look at what happened.
And it's technically a militia. Because they're going against the government, which they felt that the government was doing wrong. And they were enforcing wrong laws. So they were really being a militia, if you really want to get down to the
Let's get one thing straight. They were not undereducated. These brothers, a lot of them and sisters, graduated from colleges with degrees.
But here's the thing. Look at what they did to Black Lives Matter. They look for any person.
Oh, for the two motherfuckers that shoot cops. For the motherfuckers on social media that is saying, "Well, death to all cops." That's not where where it started, and that's not where it's going to end. It's kind of like how younger guys, when younger guys started getting into gangs, say they started getting with the Gangster Disciples and stuff like that, where they definitely had a different meaning behind it, and then it did become. I will say that it did become after a while some gangs instead of just neighborhood protection. Some motherfuckers was just young and just wanted to shoot
the money and the power,
or they was just scared of being alone, because they was scared that they was going to get their ass whooped. That's what it kind of became now.
But you got a lot of people who just follow fame and they just look for anything to try to latch onto, and then you got to understand, any movement that you start or anything that comes up,
I don't put faith in the hashtag. I put faith in what the people are doing about the hashtag.
Yeah,
you can. The shit that I hated the most, when motherfuckers was doing that shit, the whole Pray for France thing, and then everybody was changing their Facebook profile pic into a French flag. Mm-hmm. And my whole thing was that, first of all, that wasn't the biggest thing that even happened this year as far as many lives lost, because some shit happened in Kenya where even more lives were being lost. Right. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's fucking taking a Facebook profile pic of the Kenyan flag.
No,
they're pretty much doing it because you're latching on to something.
Or what happened in Flint, Michigan. And there was a plenty of memes. They were like, everything that's been going on lately, nobody changed their, flag, changed their profile pic to, Flint, Michigan. But these are people in the continuous United States that's dying from what some random people did purposely.
And there was places, Texas now. Was it Crystal Water, Texas? Somewhere in Texas. Black water is coming out their faucets now. It's a water problem in multiple states. It's problems literally everywhere in the United States, but it's not I'm sorry. All the presidents we have, I know they say, well, we got other problems, but we need to also handle what's going on here in the United States. There's a lot of change that needs to happen.
The only way you're going to get that type of change is, one, people need to stop, for the most part, trusting what some government officials say. I'm not saying all.
But why would they not, though? Makes them think less.
No, because think of the thing.
It makes them think less.
Because think of the thing.
People are lazy.
I tell people this. I say companies have done the biggest PR campaign ever, is to make America be docile. Mm-hmm. How in the world can people in China be smarter than people in America, but we have higher wages? That doesn't make any sense. No, these companies want to get access to cheaper labor.
But see, that's where those
people are sitting on a stool going like this, putting something clipping a piece of aluminum together. Click. You telling me that somebody in America can't sit there and bring those jobs back over?
But they're not gonna waste their time playing the game unless they know that people are gonna fall for the game. As long as there's people falling for the game, they're going to play the game. Well, otherwise, they wouldn't have any fucking choice. Yeah. Like, see, with me, and what have I told you numerous times? I'm saying, like, I don't need the stats. I don't need them. I got fucking common sense. I don't need to see Zach LaVine win a slam dunk contest to know the motherfucker can jump out this gym.
True.
I don't need to hear Donald Trump talk anymore.
To know he's an imbecile.
To know that he's an imbecile. To know that he's
most
a racist.
Most people that voted for him are people with high school education or lower, to be honest.
Lower.
And what does that go to show you? See, once again, he's a guy where he says pretty much whatever he wants, no matter how foolish he sounds, no matter how dumb he sounds. The difference with him is that he's got millions and millions and millions and billions and billions and billions to back him up.
You know what the funny
everybody
thing is about
out there doesn't have it.
I would like to say this. And his show was canceled, just out of curiosity.
I would like to say, yeah.
Well, The Apprentice.
He just
No. The Apprentice was the only successful thing he had.
But it got canceled, is what I'm saying. But everything else he tried failed.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he's the most successful failure America's ever produced.
Perfect.
I mean, just put it to you like that.
Exactly. So, like, when it comes to me, I don't. That's why they can play that game. Some people are just lazy. Some people would love to just go on Facebook, go on their timeline, on their IG timeline, the Twitter timeline. They'll see an article, and a lot of the times they'll just see the headline. They might click into it. They might look at it a little bit, but they're not really taking in the article. They're not really taking in what they're saying. Like, for instance, because I was even telling you about this yesterday when we was at work. My godson, he's got a problem right now. And what it is that he's in third grade. He reads at the second grade reading level. Now, he was reading wonderfully when he was younger. But see, now he's at an age and he's at a grade level where it's not just about you being able to pronounce the words and to be able to enunciate and to be able to sound shit out. You know what I'm saying? Where, you know, if you're saying knife, it makes sense because you're sounding it out. You have to actually comprehend. You have to understand the words. Like, he read a passage to me yesterday, and it wasn't like no easy shit. I was like having him read something about the Caucasus, and I forget where they were yesterday.
We have the biggest caucus, but go ahead.
Yeah.
In Nevada.
In Nevada. Oh my gosh. And I was like, and I asked him because he read it and he read every word perfectly. Mm-hmm. Some words it took him like a little bit of time to, you know, pronunciate, but I didn't want to interrupt him. I wanted him to try to sound it out. Then I would say, so what does this word mean? I don't know. What does this word mean? I don't know. What does this word mean? I don't know. And I'm like, you wouldn't at least try to write them down to find out what they are, or you wouldn't try to ask me what those words mean? Because that's when you actually comprehend. There's far too many people that they're reading these articles. They're seeing certain buzzwords. They're not even investigating on their own what those words mean, or even which context they're speaking in.
Right.
All they're doing is they're going to wait for somebody else to read it, give a review, and give their interpretation of it, and then get the meaning of what it is. At least that's what they think that they're getting.
But that goes back to all the politics and stuff, because for years and years and years, and I hate to say it like this, but the dumber.
Well, some people think that the system doesn't work. Some people just think that the system doesn't work, and people just dealing with like the lesser of evils.
No, because of that, it works if people stop being lazy and get involved, not just voting in the primary.
I mean, no, I got you. I'm just saying that that's what people think.
How many House seats we got up right now that a lot of the Republicans held for a long time that we can get Democrats and liberals in if people would actually get out there.
If people get out and vote, yeah. But the problem is people are complacent. I mean, look, I tell people, I say, look, if anything, and this is my personal opinion about this one,
right,
is if Trump becomes a Republican nominee, which I pray to God he is, it is starting to look that way.
They really got nobody better.
No,
because you don't want
Rubio.
or Cruz.
You don't want Rubio Cruz. There is a.
I mean, no. That's what I'm saying. They don't have anybody, and that's why I was saying
I'm gonna be honest,
they don't have anybody better
because
I don't even like either of those guys better than him.
No, it's not.
I think they have a better chance if they go. I'm kind of scared, and I kind of feel like they could possibly have a better chance of winning if they go against Hillary versus Bernie.
I think they actually have a worse chance of fucking up this country, actually knowing what they're trying to do, than Donald Trump not knowing what he's doing and just fucking up some shit by accident. I think that they actually have, would actually have a plan.
True.
Like, yo, we're gonna fuck this shit up. Like, what was this shit? What was the shit with fucking Inspector Gadget? Fucking Dr. Claw, like what was the fucking organization?
Yeah.
Like, that's what he would be like. He would be like.
You just really compare him to the Claw.
Yes.
Okay.
And a perfect analogy too. But here's the thing. The whole problem is this is the less educated, like you said, your was his 3-year-old nephew?
What you say?
Third grade.
I mean, I'm sorry, he's 9.
He's
9?
He's in the third
okay,
grade.
here's the thing. This has been going on for years and years and years.
Decades.
To make people and their educational level decrease year over year over year. And this has been systemic over years. Because I tell people, anytime you see a Republican run for office, just watch their campaign. They never say anything about education. Oh, education needs to be reformed. And then the first thing
because they're gonna pay for their fucking kids to get the education.
Oh,
they don't care about the motherfuckers that's going to school for free.
They're gonna put their kids in.
They don't care about the motherfuckers that's getting lunch for free.
But the thing is, and that's what I tell somebody. I said, if you ever look, Republicans gut education as soon as they get in office. As soon.
And they put all kinds of money in defense, even though motherfuckers just flew a couple planes and fucked shit up.
But that's the thing. I mean, like, that's the problem.
Why we're mad because North Korea would have one missile. They have one fucking missile.
Satellite that's circling above.
And nigga, we got 1,000 of them.
It's up there.
We got all little shits. We got 1,000 of them.
That thing is barely holding on for dear life. They said they barely got it up there. But here's the thing. It's about trying to find some new world power to be outraged about. It used to be United States versus Russia. Then it went from that to Iran and Iraq.
We're heading another Cold War right now, but continue.
But that's all the things that you're looking for. You can't fight ISIS because they're more of an idea, because the ideas can spread. They don't have borders.
First of all, you can't fight religion.
You can't. I mean, that's the thing.
More blood has been shed on this earth for religion than anything
religion
else.
In the United States now.
Exactly.
All religions.
Like bottom line, I mean, because what we normally do is we help some shit out and then it fucks up some shit in the long run. You know, like with World War II, you know, and of course it was a bad thing, the persecution of the Jews. But then of course, because of what happened and what they tried to do, you know, for the Jews at that time, because of that, now it's a bigger dispute over the Holy Land, and of course, because
that's getting deeper,
right. And of course, because of the fact that we're funding Israel, the fucking world looks at us like jackasses because they believe, and there's a lot of validity and truth to it. If you read a lot of articles, if you watch a lot of videos of actually what's going on in real time, we're giving them weapons and money to help them destroy other groups of people.
Yeah.
So we're always going to be the face of the bad guy as far as
part of the world.
Yeah, we'll be the bullies forever.
But you know what? Here go my outtake on Israel, right? Is United States is backing an ally in the Middle East. Mm-hmm. But we have no control over what Israel does in the Middle East.
But the thing about it is that we put them there. Their idea is that we put them there and we're giving them the money.
Yeah,
what they're saying is that the choice that we would have, is to not fund them no more.
You're securing the outcome.
That's what they're pretty much saying. That's what they don't want us to do.
But here's the thing, like, you know, especially like with Barack being in office, it's been a lot of people say. I would say it's been very tense because we're not tolerating their shenanigans anymore. Because what they want to be able to do,
with defense spending.
Yeah,
Obama came in there with a couple Navy SEALs, fucked Osama's whole shit up.
Yeah.
Before that, we had a war for how long to get that nigga?
10 years.
Cause we ain't fighting the wars to kill. We ain't fighting the wars to kill their armies. We're fighting the wars to kill the motherfucking people in power. to go after Saddam, to go after Osama, to go after Gaddafi.
Well, here's my thing.
That's what we're doing.
How do we know?
With some Navy SEALs.
I hate to say it this way, but how do we know that what they had charged and accused them of was actually truthful?
Who?
Any of them.
At the end of the day, I don't even know. I don't even know.
I mean, honest, because we're taking what they tell us.
No, I don't know whether it's truthful. All I know is this: instead of you spending $300 billion in fucking defense spending, they gave 8 motherfuckers $30,000 a year, free lunch every day, to go in there and shoot that motherfucker up.
Yeah.
That's where the fucking money.
$30,000 a year plus free lunch. That's
like,
no, I think that's about close.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Why do you think most of them are going to independent contractors to work for? Most of what the military we hire now, if I'm correct, is independent contractors.
But see, you have to understand something.
That's why these wars keep going on, because it's about money, yo.
You have to understand, one of the biggest things is, and what was I saw this other meme that was talking about how Bush versus Obama, and like, you know, somebody who had companies, invested in companies that were with oil. When he got out of office, gas is at $4.50 a gallon, versus somebody who's not invested in anything near gas or anything. Gas is at $1.70.
So what do you think is going to happen with Wall Street if Hillary's in there then? Because you know she's invested in them a lot.
I think that is I'm not going to say that it's not money in politics is not the problem. Money in anything is a problem. The problem that you're running into is influence. It takes money to win elections, and you want to be in office, you gotta ask for money. I mean, regardless,
the same people that you can compare to the oil industry when it came to Bush, when the oil prices were high. Wall Street controls a lot in America, and if you got that much,
controls a lot of things.
But if you getting that much endorsements from them, right? They're giving you money for your presidency, or for your campaign. Excuse me, for your campaign. Don't you think they'll have a big influence in getting their way when she gets, or excuse me, if she gets into office? And let me ask you this too:
not that much.
Between all the candidates,
definitely better than Bernie, and even better than anybody that wins out in the Republican primary. If one of them actually, God forbid, became the fucking president, Hillary would look out for them more than those people.
What are you talking about? Wall Street?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
I'm going to ask you this then.
Who do you think would look out for him more than?
Let me ask this real quick.
I just wanted to give a name. Who do you think would look out for him more than?
Ted Cruz, Marco Rubio. I mean, maybe Trump, but Trump is part of that whole organization.
Oh my gosh.
He's part of it. He's part of the problem, not solution.
They didn't really help him out. No. That's a lot.
No.
Should that not
Here's the thing. What Trump is doing is totally different. He wants to be able to say, "Hey, look, I used to be on that other side of the veil. I can use this as a bludgeoning stick against people who are trying to run against me." But really, the thing is, hey, both sides do it, but both sides are doing it because guess what? People who make the laws, which is our congressmen and women,
which have bigger records than most of the niggas I know in the streets, just saying that. Go ahead.
But they are the ones that facilitate this. Like, look at Citizens United. You know, the Supreme Court basically gutted our campaign laws, and a flood of money just comes in. Now, my thing is especially like what me and my boy here has been having to say, you wanna criticize Hillary for what? Doing the same exact thing that somebody else is doing, who's gonna do worse. My thing is I'm gonna bring a gun to the same gunfight. I'm not gonna bring a gun to a knife fight.
The only person that I would vote over Hillary is Bernie. And like I said, I'm not sure if he's gonna get enough votes. Period.
He's not.
But let me point something out. If you had to compare the two of them to Martin Luther King, who wanted this nation to be changed to a great nation in a way that it should have been done,
but Martin Luther King wasn't trying to run for office.
I'm just saying. If you want to
First of all, Bernie Sanders looks exactly the same since like Martin Luther King was still living.
I'm not saying King was running for office.
Bernie Sanders is 174 years old.
The dream that King had for this country, to where it's actually fair for everyone, no matter your race, your religion, no matter your sex, your orientation, or your gender.
Okay.
He wanted all that. Out of all these candidates, whether Republican, whether liberal, independent, whether Democrat, out of all of them, who is closely matched to him?
First of all, Hillary can't stop her husband from cheating. How the fuck she gonna get a nation behind her?
Well, first off, she's nowhere near that. Let's just put that out there.
You don't think he still fuck with other chicks now?
I don't know if
you know what? I think that she supplies them. Hey, I'm just saying, why stop them? Make them happy.
Probably supplies chicks for herself.
But
she probably supplies chicks for herself. Anyway,
shame.
Maybe that's a little.
Which one of them are close? Which one of them close to actually bringing that kind of divide?
I think Hillary is.
No, she's way far off of it.
That's your personal opinion. I understand. I look at Bernie as being an opportunist.
Hey, no, Hillary's the opportunist. I'm gonna tell you why. Notice Hillary. Just listen to this. Notice Hillary changes all her views and how she wants to handle stuff.
She's a politician.
Depending on who she talks to. Bernie doesn't do it. He's like, no, this is my plan. Period.
Notice that this discussion is different than what I thought, so I'm drinking less. But go on. I have to be smarter for today because of you motherfuckers.
No, but I'll say it to you this way. For all those who haven't watched the Killer Mike interview, I think it was on The View, and he'll
shout out to Killer Mike. Yeah, Killer Mike dope as shit.
Shout out. He'll explain a lot that people don't understand about the difference between Hillary and Bernie, as well as there's a whole bunch of stuff that I just don't. Hillary, she's not. I know all politicians are not trustworthy, but if it's between her and Bernie, I trust Hillary less because how much she has. She hasn't even gone back on her. How much she was so sure that she didn't say this, she didn't do this, and how she was firm on this and never switched this. And you go back and look at the video.
See, you know what? See, here's the thing.
I'll just say this real quick. First of all, her face doesn't move. Second of all, her dab is so terrible that it looks like a Nazi salute. Go on.
Damn. I don't know.
Just keep drinking.
I don't know.
Just keep drinking. Oh my God! He said her face doesn't move,
and her dab looks like a Hitler salute.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm sorry. Continue.
He's like, and
yeah. I mean, I'm not backing down from that. I realize, disclaimer, I realize that the shit that I say, if we made it to the point that like the government's watching, I understand I get popped for this fucking shit, but I don't give a shit.
But
I can't hold this shit.
Continue quickly.
Hey, look. My thing is, and I don't expect much out of politicians. What I try to expect is this: is let's use Barack for example.
Go ahead.
He's a politician.
Yeah.
Regardless, I mean, he came up through the Illinois State Senate to be a senator of Illinois in the House, in our great nation.
Right.
But he was a politician first. My thing is
what do you think?
What is your overall body of work? He used to work in communities. He used to be out there in the streets and see people be hurt and down on their luck. That's what I look at. Hillary.
I don't think there's no saving Chicago. I don't think there's no saving Chicago.
Is that what you said?
Chicago Fire,
just to Chicago PD.
You're not being fair, and that's the thing about it. They got fucking 3 shows because now they got Chicago. They got 3 shows.
That was Obama
influence. Chicago was still dying.
I know, right?
It ain't no saving Chicago, my nigga.
So you saying you see Hillary doing that?
I see more Hillary's work than I see Bernie's.
Bullshit.
Huh?
I call bullshit. Reason of that is
go ahead. You can call it.
Oh, we can call it. Reason of that is they actually just recently. Remember, I told you that was BS that South Carolina senator who was endorsing Hillary.
Politician work. Go ahead.
Now they put. You just mentioned it, so you have to care.
No.
So now they put out there that picture of Bernie being arrested when he was out there doing street work, seeing the struggle, doing the actual civil rights. The same time he claimed he never saw Bernie. And his co-founder dude, I can't remember his name. The dude that co-founded, what was it called? I don't know when my mind's going blank. Co-founded the same thing that this South Carolina.
So my question to you is this. No, my question to you is this. So you're saying Hillary hasn't done nothing?
No, I'm not. I'm saying
no. I'm just saying.
I didn't say she didn't do nothing. I'm saying she didn't do as much as Bernie, is what I'm saying.
Why would you say that?
Bernie's done more. He's been doing it since the 60s.
50 years.
He's been doing it since the 60s, working with the black community.
That's why I don't see him as an opportunity.
I never heard of him until you started running. No. Understand something. I pay attention to politics. Bernie didn't start popping up on the scene until after 2010.
And why was that? Because he had enough to go for president.
Yeah.
No. He wasn't even running for president.
But have you been looking for?
Obama wasn't running for president
before.
But I heard about Obama way before he was starting running for president.
Not really.
Yes, really. 2004.
And when did he run for presidency?
He didn't run for president in 2008.
That's 4 years before he ran for presidency, correct?
Yeah.
So you just said you heard of Bernie in 2000?
No. But Bernie wasn't running. No, he wasn't. He even said he wasn't running.
Barack wasn't
running either.
No, he never said he was going to run.
No, he said I don't think so. There's clear video.
There's video evidence saying that he was up and coming star in the
and they asked him if he was going to run for president.
But here's the question: Have you seen any of his any videos of Bernie Sanders in like the 70s, the 80s, 60s? You have okay. So now so now we got to be fair to him. Because we have seen like some videos from like the 70s and the 80s where he was talking the same stuff that he is now, and you haven't. We're just gonna. So until you really see that, we're definitely gonna agree to disagree on that. You know what I'm saying? Because we're looking from like different information. You know what I'm saying? Why do you see it from Hillary?
Huh?
Why do you see that from Hillary?
What do I see?
I said, why do you see that from
what
Hillary?
have you seen from Hillary actually? Video that she's actually been involved like that?
From a civil rights aspect.
Other stuff that I do know
From a civil
about
rights
her.
aspect?
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, for the most part,
have you seen it or not?
The way you're coming off right now, like, wait, I'm supposed to just know everything off the top of my head?
No, I said
no. If you don't remember anything offhand, then don't just say that.
I said, have you seen it or not? That's all I asked.
I'm going back to when I started paying attention more about it. So, like, you know, with her and what was it? She was in when she was like the first lady, and a lot of first ladies they do like minor little things being first lady. She took.
Except for
I know what you're talking about. I'm just saying you're right.
Except when Nancy Reagan would just say no.
No, they already know they messed up. And the messed up part is that Hillary Clinton and Bill Clinton messed up even more, adding on to that. But
adding on to what?
I'll tell you in a second.
Michelle Obama's getting kids in shape.
She's playing gardens.
She's fucking rapping on tracks now.
Hey. But hey, she's doing the damn thing. She's
probably the coolest first lady we've ever had.
She's the coolest first lady we ever had. Yeah. But understand, Hillary took on the Congress to try to get universal health care passed. That's when I started paying attention to her.
So why is she against it now?
She's not against it. No, she's not against it. Wait, no. Bernie wants to gut it and totally get rid of it.
No, he wants to do universal health care.
Yeah.
No. How do you get the universal health care? You have to scrap everything you already did before.
No, because I believe that.
Not necessarily.
I believe that they may try to scrap Obamacare before they do anything. So that's not scrapping. What they're talking about is scrapping an imperfect program. But this is the thing.
But it wasn't
imperfect.
But it wasn't Obama's fault. The House.
Yeah, but this is the thing about healthcare reform, right?
Politics is bullshit.
But this is the thing about healthcare reform. Who was doing that before Hillary started hyping it up? I'll give you a clue.
I'll give you a clue.
His last name is also Clinton. Bill Clinton was doing that shit in '94.
Yeah.
So that's my point once again with Hillary is that to the majority of the masses is going to look like Hillary's politics are Bill politics in some ways.
Did we have anything bad that came across? I mean, besides...
Yes.
No, wait.
Go ahead.
See, you answered me too fast before I was able to put the disclaimer out. Understand something.
It's not the same thing you're about to say, but go ahead.
No, it is.
No, it's not. Go ahead.
Did we really have bad times under the Clintons?
No, we didn't.
We had one.
No, and I would like to add.
I mean,
we're not talking about his crime bill. We're not talking about that one.
His first term.
Motherfuckers are more. There's more people incarcerated between.
We're talking about that because
I'm not adding that.
No, I'm going to put this. That's what the Clintons are known for. Not looking at all the pros and cons before actually passing something. And so when it does get passed,
do you know how our politics work?
Yeah, I know how politics work.
Okay, guess what? There's things inside of a bill that you really want, but they add in these controversial things into the bill.
I was going to get to that though because his first term, when Republicans weren't backing him, it was kind of fucked up. There.
Yeah, that's always going to happen. Unless again we get people out there to vote not just for the primary. I'm sorry.
Man, people not even trying to go to the primaries and vote. Come on.
Some people don't even know that Trump is running for president. Some niggas just think he's just saying shit.
And that's sad.
Some niggas really think he's just saying shit.
That's very sad. But I'm just saying I'd rather vote for the person that's not going to go, I'm sorry, each time they mess up really bad. Or
did you just censor yourself?
Yeah, I did. That was weird. And then when you don't have that liquid
censored
I
himself.
censored myself. But nah, I'd rather vote for the person that's going to be like, no, I don't care about the popularity. If
Understand something.
Like
that's what gets you not elected.
No.
Yes.
If you stand strong on your points, like if they decided not
get
to
you elected.
just listen to me. When he was in the office, he said, you know what? Nah, I don't agree with this. I'm not going to do this. But it still passed. Guess what? He could say, well, I was against it the whole time. These niggas in the house wanted to go ahead and pass it against my better judgment, and look what happened. Versus, well, I went with the rest of them because they wanted me to, and all I can say now is sorry, and that was the pass. There's a lot of that was the pass coming out from the Clintons. I'm sorry.
No, I think that here's the thing. It especially like you. Let's go back to 2002 when they were talking about. She made that vote.
Well, this is gonna be the last one because I ain't trying to spend this whole shit talking about politics.
True. Go ahead.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, you had. Damn, really?
Now I'm thinking about the politicians, yo. For the most part,
it was like
fuck ass niggas, man. I was about to say fuck ass niggas, and now I have said fuck ass niggas.
That was like, what,
hey, you know what?
times?
I'm not even gonna go down that rabbit hole. I'm just saying that me personally, I look at the body of work of what a politician does. Hey, regardless of who gives to their campaign or whatever, if that person has overall for the time they've been in doing, in politics, have they been trying to help people? Then that's what I look at.
So let me ask you this:
all of a sudden you jump on the scene, and then
you didn't all of a sudden jump on the scene. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
No, to me personally, he all of a sudden jumped on the scene.
Because if you compare both body of works, he has more body of work than she does. I'm sorry.
Because he's been doing it since she was born.
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
Pretty much. That's what you want to talk about.
First of all, Hillary old too.
She is kind of.
That's why she can't move her fucking arm right instead of it squeaking while she's trying to dab.
So you're trying to say she had a stroke possibly and her face won't move?
Now she needs some fucking oil in her shoulder. Get that shit right, nigga.
Tin Man, okay.
She fucking doing that dab like an old minor league pitcher that fucking never recovered from Tommy John surgery.
Damn.
So
with her broken legs.
Well, I'm gonna ask you about your homie so we can change the subject. What's up with your homie in Michigan?
What are you talking about?
The Uber driver going around shooting motherfuckers.
I don't have no control of motherfuckers doing crazy shit like that. Hey, matter of fact, you know how when my stand.
That's your work family.
No, I don't claim that.
You gotta claim it, yo.
No, I don't.
Y'all get the same paycheck.
If you don't, the customers will.
No, they don't.
You gotta claim just like you
understand
got a family
something.
member.
No, understand something. Here in America, we have crazy people. We don't want to call them crazy. No, we don't want to call them crazy. And then our debate about guns, motherfuckers aren't walking around with swords stabbing people. They using the crime thing that they have.
It's just like in Britain. They have a problem with knives and sharp objects.
You know what? But guess what? What is America's problem? Guns.
Yeah, you get rid of them, you're still gonna have problems.
He didn't go driving around with a fistful of bullets and throwing at people. He used the best possible thing to do a lot more damage.
What is that he has in his pocket right now?
I mean, it's a box cutter.
So if you didn't have access to a gun, what would you be using on people?
I mean, hey, somebody trying to rob me, might have to use my motherfucking box cutter.
It's not going to stop violence from happening. I understand people.
And that's why. And look,
you know what stops violence from happening?
Hold on. Let's look at this.
A lot of sex.
As many fucking
and weed.
As many fucking boxes.
Let us smoke and have prostitution.
As many
and
fucking,
eat good food.
As many fucking boxes that I've cut up with this shit with hella tape. See this shit right here is real grimy. I'm not cleaning this shit. A motherfucker's either going to die or he going to get tetanus. That's what I'm going to say.
Tetanus? Really?
He's
going to the hospital.
He's going to be an itchy son of a bitch on the way to the hospital is all I'm trying to say.
Why does it hurt so bad?
He's going to bleed out from scratching the goddamn death.
You crack that nigga down, somebody cut me.
Fuck out of here. And then I do a fucked up where I'm not even going to just stab him regular. I'm going to just go like this and shit. Is that his whole
rub it in?
So this
rub it
tattoo
in
to him. I'm pretty sure I'll put a smiley face in his arm, officer. Just check the hospitals.
Yeah, check that shit, nigga. I did it. So what? You like my artwork?
He did. Look, he did the text smiley face sideways. two dots.
And speaking of guns and tech,
Nah, fuck that shit. I wouldn't even do a smiley face. I'd fucking draw a Pac-Man. You know when the fucking ghosts come out and shit. They got the fucking they got the fucking zigzag mouth and shit.
speaking of guns and tech together, I think you're confused.
Are we gonna talk about the smart gun?
Yeah, I think he's confused because when it comes to him and guns, I look at it as him and his relationship being confused with bisexual. He's bisexual with that whole matter.
Yeah, has anybody ever noticed that he always goes for the jugular first? You always go for the
Why
jugular.
not?
How am I? What makes me? How about it? How about it?
We are doing this show. We have to entertain, motherfuckers.
That's why.
No. Since you say I'm confused, what am I confused on? What could I possibly be confused on?
You're against guns, correct?
I'm not against guns.
Either we
I
can,
never said I was against guns.
Either we can fuck
Never
these girls
said it.
real
You
slow for
cannot
4
find-
hours, or we can fuck them hard as
Well,
shit
you know
for
what?
a minute.
You know what? You're right because I erased all my videos off of Google of you saying you were against guns.
I've
So
never,
I don't have
I've
any.
never said that I was
When we
against
sat
guns.
here-
Never said
Do you
it.
still have these in the stash though?
I gotta check Google online.
I have to see these.
I've never said
He's like, why do you keep a gun together in the house?
No.
Why do you have bullets in the magazine?
Because I want to shoot a motherfucking intruder if they come in. I'm not
Exactly.
gonna be like,
It's not-
shit.
it's-
Oh shit. Okay.
Okay, gotta put it together. And that's what I was trying to explain to him. Wait.
Okay.
Oh yeah, we had we had
Get it in. I can't get it in.
Oh shit.
Now, how slow was I when we tried to do it?
Well, we had you do it blindfold.
You think he's
It
fucking
was
making
real
pain
bad.
and
No,
shit?
remember, I took it
fucking
off.
doing
Doing
it
it upside down.
upside down
I'm
and
doing it
shit.
blindfold. I said, I'm not gonna be able to do it without the blindfold. I did it without the blindfold.
If he
It
was
the
doing
worst.
that, if he was doing this, I might not have ever met this motherfucker at work. That motherfucker probably would not have been at work. Or if he wasn't working, he's doing that shit. He would have been shooting motherfuckers. And as long as he would have been on my off
What's
day,
this nigga
I
doing
wouldn't
at
have
work?
gave a shit.
Practicing. Why? Because his roommate said he has to.
Exactly.
No, let's see. Here we go.
Remember that scene? You know what I like to do for fun? I like to hang myself upside down, blindfold myself, and take
Take the gun apart, put that
Oh, my
together
nose
before my
starts
nose start bleeding,
and that
and I pass out.
And that motherfucker acted like an 8-year-old that was at Chuck E. Cheese. He thought it was the fucking most fun day in the world, and
That's
he
a funny
relives
joke.
every day like
Magic
Groundhog
Paint is
Day.
still awesome to watch.
It is.
You got dang right.
But no,
No.
that's the point I was making.
See, here's the thing. What you confuse me on, and yes, I'm going to say what you confuse me on.
Yeah, that's right.
Is your weapon of choice. I would not choose an AR over a 45.
I don't like 45s.
But here's the thing: we are in an
I would actually
urban, we
prefer
are
a
in
40.
an urban
I would actually prefer a
environment.
40 cal over 45.
Yeah, I don't know
I would actually
why.
prefer a 40 or a 50 over 40.
I would never get a 50. I know a couple of people with them. I'm sorry. Continue.
But
I would
here's the
love to get a
thing:
50.
you were in an urban environment.
Mhm.
Any combat situation, any person who does combat tells you that long barrel weapons do not work well in urban environments. You have a weapon that does not work in an environment that you have it
Is this
in.
crib an urban environment?
Yes.
He considers it an urban
This is
environment.
an urban
Why?
environment.
But honestly, it does. It depends on how you have it built, as well as a AR.
Unless it's a P90, it's not a P90 you have.
It doesn't matter. If
It
you
does.
shorten, you can shorten the barrel. That's what I'm trying to say. You can shorten the barrel to where it's the same length as a P90. So if the P90,
But
has
the
same
barrel
length-
is more into the frame of the weapon, not on the far end of the weapon.
But this is all I'm gonna say about this
Yes,
shit.
the barrel is still the same type of barrel that you have in your AR, but the barrel is pushed in and is more into the compact size of,
I gotta
of
show
the
you.
weapon.
I gotta show you something. There's compact ones.
Here's my question.
And there's barrels that are like
Here's
this.
my question. What would be a better weapon to keep in the crib? The AR that he would have to disassemble and then reassemble, or a fucking smart gun that can freeze on you?
Hey,
Like what? Like what?
I would like to say this.
I gotta finish. What if you had to have, like, your gun had to have a certain amount of data to work? Right?
Oh, that was
a certain amount of storage to work.
You're a
and
jerk.
just like my goddamn GoPro right here, when I first did it, I'm trying to pull the trigger. SD card error. Fuck! Now I gotta take the SD card
So y'all
out,
say
put the
y'all wanted
motherfucker back in.
TVs?
Fuck!
You want it in the computer?
you know what? Y'all are some asses, boy.
No, but
No, you're
answer your
mad.
question.
No. Because
No, answer your
you're
question.
mad. No, you know why you're mad?
I'm gonna say,
You're mad because I'm smarter than I sound right now.
no, you're not drunk enough yet. But look, I'm just saying.
I'm smarter than I sound then too.
By the way,
Look,
yeah,
I would like to say this. I would like to say
let's fuck
it's a
about what I
mid-range
said.
weapon too.
I would like to say this. The history and the evolution of guns has been happening over centuries. So understand, what's the first gun? A fucking cannon. You know how many times those bitches failed?
I don't think a cannon was the first gun.
Yes, they were the first gun.
I wouldn't call it a gun.
No. You packed a whole bunch of gunpowder.
Did you hold it in your hands?
No, but hey, that's where it comes from.
That's why I wouldn't call that.
No. That's where it comes from.
I would actually think more of like a musket.
No. You have to look at where it came from. The musket was actually the variant of the actual cannonball.
We come from monkeys. I'm not no damn monkey. You might be, but I'm not no damn monkey. Just because of where I came from don't mean that that's what I am.
You have to understand. To let technology progress, you want to stop something because you don't understand how it actually works. And you can't never work the kinks out of it to make it better if you never get any type of progression.
Can't make a fucking iPhone that won't bend. You want me to fucking put my gun fucking confidence in the same motherfuckers that make cell phones? What is wrong with you?
No.
How do they test most products? They get a commercial amount of people send them the product for free.
No, they just test the products. I mean, no. See, here's the thing, and that's where
unless they're animal tested like shampoos, and if they're testing out smart guns by shooting animals, I would like to volunteer. Well, go on.
See, this is where we.
No, it's not. It's not serial
This is where me and you end up dividing it. You want somebody who makes this, give it to people that you feel like is going to.
No, I'm not talking about the people I feel like. I said in general. When
do they have to?
No, that's what they do in testing centers.
I do feel like you have to.
Something.
They didn't want to do these stores without testing it.
No, because guess what? These different organizations, they go out and they buy these cars. Like, let's use cars for example. Do you think that Tesla gave them access to the P90? They're one of the top line vehicles, so they
have videos of it.
But just like when it comes to driving,
try it out so they can write reviews. And
real quick,
that's because they come to them.
Yeah,
but real quick,
either way, they come to them. What you want the gun company to do is, hey, ship me your gun. I'm gonna take it apart, put it back together. I want to see how it works. No, I don't care
if they
get. Hey, you take your ass over to Germany just like everybody else does.
I don't care if they ship.
I don't have to I don't have to go all the way to Germany for a driving test. If you get a driver's license. You're gonna have to take some kind of driving test. It's not like guns where I have a fucking ID. Oh, no felonies? Oh, no. Let's get this motherfucker
what
gun.
I'm saying
he hasn't had a class of operating. He hasn't done none of this shit.
What I'm saying is this.
You gotta at least have it. Like, motherfucker, I had to have that. And I'm still not fucking perfect with it. And I've had it for 2 weeks. I've had my fucking camera for 2 weeks. Why I can't get a gun shipped to me and actually figure out what it is?
Yeah, just like they do with Google Glass.
Unless I just want to be some virgin motherfucker just stick the dick in
if you're not
going to
ship it to people, have a get together.
Then why don't you just buy with your own money?
You're not listening.
Hey, is it there for you to sell? No. Are they selling it?
I'm talking about testing. I'm talking about testing. He's talking about selling.
Don't you test drive a car? Before you buy
all of this stuff.
Hey, wait a second. No.
What I'm saying is before they sell, they usually test it. That's what I'm saying. If you want to have it tested, either send it to people or have a conference where you have them come to you so they can test it and write their reviews and everything.
They can go to the market. They can go to Germany. That's where the guns at.
Did I just say either send it to them or let them come to you? Did I not just say that?
They're not stopping people from coming to them.
I'm not going
I haven't seen them do a thing where people can come to them.
None of these lazy motherfuckers who want to criticize them here in the United States want to take a flight over to Germany to go test the gun.
There's people that said, yo, I'll be willing to come in there. Y'all going to have it, like with the Tulsa. They had the whole, I don't remember what they did. I want to say they did it in California. But they had people come, try out the car, see what they do. And it's not just people writing reviews, but they also have regular people come. Like, what do you think? What do you think? They're like, yeah. How much is this? How much is this going to be? Excuse me. They're like, they'd be like, oh, that's too fucking, no, that's expensive, but it's nice. But we'll write the review.
Okay.
It's like when you go to a car show and you like a Maserati, but you ain't trying to buy no fucking Maserati.
It's an ugly car. Just like Audis. Audis are ugly to me.
I love Maserati.
Yes. Audis are ugly to me. No. Because you know why? Because Audis have the same line curves as Volkswagen. That's why I just looked at it. I was wondering why I don't like Volkswagen.
I kind of like Volkswagen, so that's
like
probably
Volkswagen.
why.
Hey, Jettas are cool.
Because
but they'll break down on you.
But I didn't really mean to get too specific. Like I was saying a fucking general joke, and he fucking really pinpointed and started talking about other cars and shit. I was just saying Maserati in general. I didn't mean a motherfucking car for real. Please, let's go.
But AR-15 is a mid-range rifle. That
well, I figure if you date dudes, you gotta have you ever had the great attention to detail. So I get where you're coming from.
What did he just say?
I figure that when you date dudes, that you have to have great attention to detail.
I don't date guys. What the fuck?
I know what it, but I think he said it, but now I know he was, yeah.
You know when I drop you off at the metro, you're gonna have to tuck and roll. I'm just gonna let you know that, right? When you get out of the car.
You just said tuck and roll after you just said that about you, right?
No, I'm talking about, hey. No, you know what? Fuck y'all. Fuck all y'all.
That's why he was looking at you
know
like,
what? Y'all assholes.
I don't do that. I don't do that.
That's why I was like, looking at you like, you don't see his eyes?
I was talking shit.
Going with it. He was like...
He fucks himself up every time.
No, I don't.
Every time he fucks himself up.
But yeah.
I do this shit to you on purpose, nigga. And you fall for it every time. You still care about it.
No, I don't.
After the show, I'll show you the different type of P90s that are the same size as AR-15s, which are considered mid-range as well.
It's still piss poor in the urban environment.
Not really.
Yes. And he's out.
Not yet. There's a couple of drips left.
Well, you know, like, I mean, because I ain't gonna put water in this shit. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna tilt it like that. Boom, couple more drop. We're gonna tilt it like that. See, there you go. See what happened when you tilted? I look so fucking terrible right now.
You really do.
I'm like, man, let me get every fucking last drop of this shit. God dang it. Man. Hey, man, I used to like to get a lot out of my Walkman back in the day. And I don't mean the flex, I mean a real fucking Walkman.
Who didn't have a Walkman?
Anyway, there's
Justin Bieber, maybe.
If they really believe that, then a lot of police officers, a lot of military that live in these buildings wouldn't keep him at home for their safety.
They would have
both. They have both.
They would have both, but they would have that because I've seen shooting down range.
No,
they wouldn't have it for home protection.
Have you been to the range yet and talked to anybody?
No.
Oh, okay. I've been to the range, talked to.
But I do talk to people who have weapons. Like, hey, I have a cousin. She has 2 Glocks and a shotgun. Okay.
Shotgun's a long barrel.
Okay, but actually, shotguns are better for home.
Everywhere.
But it's better for home.
How can something that sprays everywhere better for home use?
Because it's not going to have a projectile going through your door into somebody else's apartment.
I mean, if it's a girl that squirts and sprays, maybe that's better for home use. Fuck it, I'll fuck her anywhere if she's doing that.
True.
I just have to keep wet wipes on me.
Towels everywhere.
But anyway,
plastic bed cover.
Oh yeah, you got to.
Yeah.
You're not doing that shit on my regular fucking sheets, you dumbass motherfucker, unless you're willing to wash them now.
Put the condom on the bed.
We kind of move on a little bit, but somewhat in the same realm. How realistic is gun violence in TVs, movies, and video games? Go somewhat.
How realistic?
You mean how it influences people?
Well, that too.
Oh, you mean, okay, as far as being shot and killed.
I mean, because
real life being shot and killed.
Well, what it does is that it does influence people because you got a whole other motherfuckers that don't know how to shoot, that don't know how to hold a gun.
That think that they're going to get bullseyes off the first time squeezing the trigger.
They can just say that they can run because they saw Arnold Schwarzenegger
do. You didn't look at me when you said that shit.
You said it.
Oh, no, you know what? See, you know what? How much is the car? We can go today. Fuck that shit.
You gonna pay?
My car is still in the shop. We go today.
You gonna pay?
As a matter of fact, your shit ain't even aimed up right yet.
Oh, that's easy to fix.
No. It should already been done.
No. But what I was getting to is that, like, you know how motherfuckers like, you know, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Sylvester Stallone, they just have 2 fucking machine guns.
Waste fire, hip fire. I mean,
hey,
with no kickback. Now that could happen with an AR.
Like Bill Cosby for the Jello pudding and shit.
Higher, oh wow.
Be careful. Well, he'll start suing people.
So let's get this straight. You ever see a movie?
I didn't make a diss song about him.
You ever see a movie or a TV show with somebody firing and their arm does not move? There's nothing like that.
That's because that's studio.
Of course, but a lot of people don't know that.
But that's what I mean by influencing people, because you got dumb fucks that actually go out here thinking that they can do that shit.
Yep.
Not realizing that certain guns have a kickback.
Yeah, they're like, I can hold this big gun with one hand. Bah! Oh,
like I told him the
How
story.
many videos have we seen
Yeah.
of those? Like, dumb gun users, like
I
shoot
told
themselves in the shit in the foot.
Like I told him this story, like when I was younger. In my job, I'm older than this dude, but he's somebody that used to go to my elementary school, and I used to always, because you know my nieces went to the same elementary school and all that. But this motherfucker, like his dad had a 357. Mind you, he's like 12, 13, he's like 90 pounds. This motherfucker got jumped by some dudes, and then he just grabbed his pop's 357, just in case some shit got crazy. So then he actually sees one of the dudes that jumped him, chasing the motherfucking dude, just thinking he's gonna fucking just run and fucking shoot the 357 with one fucking hand, because he probably saw it as like Action Jackson or some shit.
Yeah.
And
Dirty Harry.
yeah, you know, maybe.
Lucky pump.
And because on a serious note, that's how a lot of people get killed that shouldn't. That's how a lot of stray bullets hit little kids. That's how a lot of women that ain't even in the situation.
See, that's why. Look, that's why.
That's what I mean by influencing.
That's why I kind of feel the same way about how Chris Rock said it. Hey, everybody should get a gun.
Let's bottom line is this: unless your smart gun has digital image stabilization, you're going everywhere.
Look,
you can't run with that.
Here's the thing.
Just because it's smart.
No. Here's the thing. Make bullets like worth 100,000 each. Then you wouldn't have straight bullets going everywhere.
Wow, you just gonna take the Chris Rock joke, you know what I'm saying? This with a higher money amount.
Hey, but still. Hey, you wouldn't have straight bullets going everywhere.
I mean, I still shit too, but at least I say who it is, motherfucker.
But I said Chris Rock. I was getting ready to say it. You cut me off.
You said Chris Rock again.
Motherfucker.
That means only rich people would have guns and kill everybody.
Hey, but at least we know who to blame it on.
We can blame this shit. We can blame this country on them right now, and they ain't been going around shooting motherfuckers.
Hey, guess what? But the thing is it would show.
They don't shoot. They don't shoot you, but they shoot down your opportunities.
Well, I'll say also
they shoot down your benefits. They shoot down your fucking rewards. They don't need a gun for that.
Another thing that's fake about movies and getting with guns is the way people get shot and the way the blood splatters, or versus how hits. Like if you get shot in the head, it's not gonna always, even at close range, it's not gonna always blow back and have all this blood splatter here. It depends where you shoot, how you shoot, what kind of rounds you're using. Most of the time, the round just goes in the head and you just drop it. Blood's coming out of your ear, coming out your nose and mouth. That's why
I fucking love 70s black exploitation films. Motherfucker, if you're gonna fake it all the way, god dang it. I don't want to. That shit wasn't real. None of the slightest.
Yeah, you get shot in the body in real life by any gun. Usually, the bullet's gonna be in you, or even if it exits, you're not gonna know you're shot until after the adrenaline wears off.
Right, but as soon as you get about,
yeah, unless you get hit here or dead in the heart where it stops you and you drop, usually, or in the spine where it stops you, you're usually gonna be still running. I realize, I got out of that mother. The hell?
Boom.
And yeah, then you drop most.
Especially if you do a lot of coke.
Yeah.
That shit wears off.
I saw a movie where a woman had a what's the sniper rifle with the 50 cal? Shot a dude.
You talking about the Barrett?
Shot a dude from a roof, right, far distance, and he just get hit like a 9mm. I'm like, that dude's arm should be gone. This fake.
No.
Turn it off.
You know what? You know what movie I'm about to say that actually depicted that the 50 cal shot a whole lot better?
What?
The Jackal. Remember when my man he created the tripod for? He said, stick your arm out there. Blam! The whole arm went off.
Yeah.
I was like, goodbye.
You're stupid for
he
doing
was like,
that.
I told you it was off. Now run around. I gotta check the sights before you pass out.
Other than that,
great movie.
Other than that, there's been one movie that showed actual real violence.
What movie doesn't show violence?
The original Clash of the Titans.
You're an asshole.
I'm saying real violence.
This thing is ill.
Shame.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
What did I do?
Nothing. Everything.
At least it had better graphics than Howard the Duck.
Yeah. But if they really do a remake, I hope it's good.
They're never gonna do a remake.
Well, he was at the end of
A remake of
Guardians
Howard
of
the
the
Duck.
Galaxy.
They might do a remake.
Well, who'd you get to play it? I mean, Seth Rogen, maybe.
What, Howard the Duck by voice?
Yeah.
Possibly. I can see that.
Probably, yeah.
Definitely see that.
But they're never going to do it. They're never gonna do it.
They said they never were going to do Deadpool. It took 6 years, but they did it.
No. Nobody ever said they would never do Deadpool.
No, they were, because people wanted them. They're like, it's too graphic.
I've never heard anybody say
you don't remember
never
at the end of he was in Wolverine Origins in the beginning and at the end of it. People were like, are they going to do a Deadpool movie? And they're like, nah, the studio's not.
That wasn't Deadpool.
That was Deadpool.
No, it wasn't. No, it was not. That was never Deadpool.
Who was it?
I don't know who it was. But hey,
leave it to this fuck nigga.
No, there's people who
all of his answers are. Well, I don't know, but I know it's not that.
I'm gonna think real quick because I'm gonna make sure because he could be right.
Stop being like a little kid and not eating green beans just because it looks green. Okay.
Oh, I love green beans. What are you talking about? It was not Deadpool. Anybody who knows Deadpool's origin know that wasn't Deadpool.
That may not have been, but I'll double check. I want to say.
That was Deadpool before he got sick, when they were running around as that Death Squad that was running around trying to find the material for I forget what it was.
But they
were looking for the meteor.
You just said Deadpool.
But that was him. They actually used that point of showing him.
So you just said, what I'm talking about. So you just said, hold on, but you just said Deadpool before he got sick. What's the key word in that sentence?
Before he got sick?
No, I was gonna say
Deadpool.
Deadpool.
That's what we're talking
about. That was showing his origin start. But the guy at the end, that was not him.
This be like it's like three different.
You're talking about the end with the mouth closed.
Yeah,
that's what we're trying to figure out. No, I would say it was Deadpool in the beginning. Yes, for sure. That's what I'm saying. At the end, I believe it was Deadpool, but I'm not 100% sure it was like him. They could have been a clone or something. Because even Wolverine said, "Oh, they figured out how to shut your mouth finally." Remember, he was irritated in the beginning of his mouth.
Yeah.
So it's Deadpool in a way still.
I think they hinted towards it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Meaning we don't know what's about to happen to Deadpool. That could actually be Deadpool towards the end. Because remember, you have that whole beginning.
It's like Harvey did, but like when he got the shit thrown in his face, you didn't see his face yet.
Well,
it could be one of those effects.
What I was going to say in Wolverine, or I think it was Origins, right?
Why not?
Yeah, well, Wolverine Origins, we know what happened when he was with him before he became the actual Deadpool. We don't know anything that happened in between up to the point where he had to.
Yeah, but the Wolverine Origins happened 20 and 30 years before.
Well, this nigga so old, we don't know what they were. We don't know what. I heard something. We don't know what Marvel Studios is going to be doing.
I mean, I don't even think Marvel knows what Marvel Studios want to do. Because
think about what they're doing with this one, Apocalypse. They're going back to the teenage years. And Jubilee is in it. I don't know why they don't have it on the credits when you look it up online, but I just want to.
Jubilee is in it.
Yeah, Jubilee's going to be in it, and they picked some.
I was so hyped when they finally put fucking Gambit in one of those.
You know who's playing Gambit?
Because Gambit is no.
Gambit's the coolest person.
Gambit is my favorite fucking X-Men character.
We're going to see how cool you think it is. Channing Tatum's playing Gambit.
Really? Maybe that won't be my favorite fucking character then.
We'll see. I'll give him credit. We'll see what he does. You know what I mean?
I don't want fucking Magic Mike playing Gambit.
But here's the thing. They're making a Gambit movie too.
Oh, hey.
But I don't know if they're going to have him playing Gambit.
They might not. It's going to be a lot of different
There's a lot of stuff coming out. Doctor Strange.
Oh, yeah.
It's so many movies
coming out.
I'm
like
my
this. Fucking appetite.
Fuck your appetite, nigga. Shit.
Dog, this whole year is going to be crazy.
I mean, you know what? Channing Tatum wants to fuck your appetite. How about that?
No, he doesn't, because I'll punch him in his throat and bury him alive. And let Edmund have his way with him.
Unless he get you when you sleep.
Really? You motherfucker. How did I even get into this?
I don't know. I just still get this, bro. I'm sorry.
No, Channing Tatum is going to ask you, how did I even get into this? It's okay.
I'm not even. No. It's all right.
There's a couple of people, actually, because they're all playing young. They actually got a lot of good. The girl from Game of Thrones, the one with the red hair, the sister. What the heck?
Who's she playing?
She's playing Jean Grey, young Jean Grey, if I remember correctly.
I think so, yeah.
What's her face is playing the young Storm. I don't remember her name, but she played Aaliyah, I believe, in the Aaliyah biopic movie on.
Alexandra Shipp?
Yeah, I believe she's playing.
Oh.
No, actually, she looks pretty good. She has
she looks good.
She looks good as Storm. I saw the picture. I was like, oh, okay.
She looks good as Storm, but she's a fucking vanilla wafer as an actress.
Patrick Stewart is Professor X.
She's fucking terrible.
That's the best Professor X ever.
He's Professor X forever.
And his best friend got to play Magneto. Do you know how awesome that is?
Like, you don't need to change that. You don't need to change that.
But
you don't need to change either one
think
of them.
about it. The storylines are so jacked up with Marvel that's what I was saying. We don't know exactly what happened.
They need to live.
Jacking all the storylines.
They need to keep living just so they can keep making X-Men movies. Just like Morgan Freeman isn't aging. Do not let these motherfucking ages. I can put the motherfuckers in the cryogenic pods or whatever the fuck you gotta do.
Face, the big metal
keep
dude.
him around.
Technically, he was a teenager when he started there, but in Deadpool, he was a grown-ass man.
Yes, a big grown-ass man.
And what's her name? Gina Carano look good as hell.
All I know is this, dog.
You're swole, girl, but you still look good.
All I know is this: when it comes to movies, anytime that Jason can die as a kid and come back as a big ass 7-foot grown ass man,
Hollywood.
That's why the difference is like when we were talking about earlier. You know, you got people who holding cannons in one hand. Like, don't do that, please. Don't do that. Well,
I saw it in the
movie. Wham! Knock
themselves out. Did you learn
out.
your lesson today?
Hey, let them do it. It's called natural selection.
So you say you want to spend $200 real quick?
No, I'm not ready for that just yet.
Oh, okay, that's what I thought. All right,
not ready for that just yet.
Because you know they'll let you rent a lot too. Matter of fact, you can spend less than that if you go online right now and buy I think it's on Groupon or Living Social. They got one for like $29.
Look, that shit for $200, you can get 4, maybe 5 so-so hookers.
So back to what I was saying, you can get about I think it's about $50 for a session for a week, pretty much. But you have
what did I just say that was so wrong?
No,
why the motherfucker just shit on my comment?
I didn't shit on your he shit on your comment.
I shitted on it.
I didn't say nothing.
You bringing out
I was sitting there just like,
and not semi hookers.
Hey man, some hookers are deadlier than guns. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
Yep.
What I would
you
do,
got to question some
what I would do with my worst enemy, instead of going out buying a gun, I would just find a hooker with about 37 STDs and make them fuck.
And possibly a hooker from a truck stop too. That way you don't know if it's a man or a woman, but you'll find out.
Fuck that shit. You can go to Eastern Avenue right now.
You'll find out.
In DC. You know what I'm saying? Like by Deanwood, you know what I'm saying? With like Division
Avenue. You're not going to make it in this week. I'm just going to tell you that.
Nanny Helen Barrels and all that shit. Matter of fact, go get you one.
You heard it live here.
Go get one in Nanny Helen Barrels and Eastern Avenue.
It's a promise.
They're there. They're there.
We're not going there.
I'm not going to Eastern
I'm
Market.
not going there.
What the fuck are you going to Eastern Market for?
I said Eastern Avenue, actually.
Yeah, if they're at Eastern Market, well, they probably are. Just for spending reasons. This just went to the wrong side of it.
Other side.
Yeah.
All right, guys, anything else?
Nah. Just
No, I don't have anything.
Don't fight it. Live.
Go vote.
That sounded like
vote,
right before
people.
he said
Gosh
the live
damn it,
part.
go vote.
Oh yeah, definitely, please. Not just the primary, but what people?
The election.
And the what?
The election. The actual election.
And also your local
November
officials
4th.
too.
And you what?
Your local officials too.
Thank you.
Yes. Because you can't get anything passed constantly having divided government that we got right now. Yes, it's all well and good to get Hillary in office.
Vote for Bernie.
But she can't do anything if Republicans are.
Just because you have a uterus doesn't mean you need to run the country.
That's why when we let this motherfucker have a damn singular thought, this show always goes downhill. Anyway.
Who? You talking about me?
Probably.
Yes, motherfucker.
No.
Okay.
And I say that based off of what Jane Elliott said about Hillary Clinton. Just because you have a uterus doesn't mean you need to run a country.
Let me say that. And see, me and Reminisce, we were having this conversation earlier. In this show, he's like the intelligent, reserved kind. He's reserved unless he's arguing with him.
Yeah, that's true.
Me, I'm the crazy, wacky, mind-fucking motherfucker. That's what I do.
He will do that.
He's here to get all the fucking gay jokes. That's his only value on the show.
We're trying to get him to jump out there.
That's all Keon's only value on the show is to get these gay jokes, nigga.
People, I'm not gay, okay? I love vagina. He
likes to smoke dicks with Young Thug.
I'm not.
What? What just
Oh gosh, I can't do it. I can't do it.
Okay, I give up. You know what?
You can say off that. Not even a single thing.
This is the last episode of the corner from this spot.
Oh yeah, it is.
Yeah.
So we'll figure out how we're gonna do the rest. We'll get it together though.
We're working on it. His GoPro can't fix itself, so we got.
Hold on, motherfucker. It's working now. It's recording now. Goddamn.
I just say we use Google Hangouts, Skype, whatever we can get our hands on, where people can come in.
Hangouts.
Damn right.
Well, let me ask you this: does Hangout accept everything from every phone? Okay, then yeah, it'll probably be Hangouts.
So let's see to close this shit out right here.
Oh god.
There's some good, decent vodka. Do I have it in me today? I just had some fucking breakfast bagel bites too. This is probably not gonna be good.
Lord help him if it's not.
So, for your boy called Bizz, I mean, motherfucker, say the rest. Goddamn it, y'all know y'all names.
He goes
I'm just
second.
saying, I thought you was giving the final thought or something, bruh.
Hey, that's what we thought. You didn't even.
I mean, no, dude. I was gonna
you
get to
didn't
that
cue
shit.
it up.
I was gonna get to that shit, but let's say y'all motherfucking names, nigga.
My bad. Reminisce.
Keon.
All right, so now for our final show here at this location, here's my final thoughts. Now, we can always talk about politicians being the dumbest motherfuckers on this earth. We can always talk about niggas with smart guns as being the dumbest motherfuckers on this earth. But the one thing that we're all going to remember and know from this show
Here it comes.
is that he's still a faggot.
See, I knew it was coming.
And I'm not talking about like gay people. I'm not talking about gay people. He's his own like sexual preference. Period.
So you're asexual.
He does it all.
What?
Like, you know what I'm saying? He fucks girls, he fucks guys, he fucks priests, he fucks peanut butter, all kind of shit.
I don't know.
If you give him like $30, he might let you stick a Twizzler up his ass.
Defend yourself.
Lil Wayne told me that.
I'm not saying nothing.
Defend yourself.
Because guess what? If you say anything to validate it, that's all he's looking for. So I'm not saying nothing. I know who I am. I'm comfortable with me. Thank you. Have a nice night.
You just made it worse.
All those dicks must be comfortable with you.
See,
but anyway, we are signing off.
Motherfucker.
You are watching the motherfucking corner. Hopefully one day we might be like on the fucking top of a roof or something, drinking Mai Tais, unless for this bitch ass motherfucker that won't never drink, even on days when he doesn't work. Yeah, I said it, motherfucker. What you gonna do about it? What you gonna do about it?
9 look.
What you gonna do about it? So what, nigga? So the fuck what?
Shame.
So now, nigga. Oh, that's just how I wanted to end the show.
I just did my check now.